What's up, guys? Once again, thank you guys for coming back into my channel. I know it's been a minute. Let me see. There you guys are. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys coming once again. And today's video is gonna be short and quick, just like the other one that you guys like the most, the 5 common issues on the 3800s. But today, as you saw in the title, is the 5 things that I love the most about my 3800, my Buick Regal. Now, the first thing, I was gonna ask you guys to leave it in the comments below, what is your number one? But let me just give you guys my number one. The number one that I love about this car is the seats. The seats are so comfortable that when anyone comes into my car and sits, especially in the back seats, everyone's like, oh my gosh. And if you own a 3800, a Buick, and you have not sat in the back, go ahead and sit in the back. It is comfortable. So obviously, grandpa's car, old car, sleeper, yes. So the seats are nice and comfy. That brings me to number 2. What's my number 2 is the suspension. The suspension on these cars is amazing, which is expected. It's a grandpa's car. So the seats, suspension, A1, you're gonna be able to take this car for a nice little drive and not regret it. Why? Because it's so nice. It rides smooth and the seats are super comfortable. Now the third thing that I like about this car, very simple, very quick, is the price. The price on these cars are surprisingly going up. Before the pandemic, you can find these cars for $700, $800, $1,000, $1,500, but now they're actually $2,500, $3,500. I'm like, for a Buick? Come on. But people are buying them or people are selling them. But me personally, I wanted a GTP coupe supercharged, and I haven't found one, or if I did, they're just asking way too much money for it. So unfortunately, soon, hopefully we'll get one. Once I get one, my goal obviously is to put the stage 2 packet into that GTP straight pipe. Oh, it's gonna be nice. But until then, we got to do with what we did to do. Now, number 4, and I know you guys like number 4 because it's the supercharger. Yes, this car from OEM, from factory, comes with a supercharger already, so you don't even have to spend money. Maybe just upgrading it in the future, making a lower pulley so you make more horsepower. But the car itself, it already has it from factory, which is amazing. That's one of the things that I think everyone likes about the car, that is supercharged. And lastly, drum roll, the car is a sleeper. I love this car that it looks like nothing, like a grandpa's car, which it really is. However, when you're driving in the street, cops don't even look at you, which is amazing because you can get away with so much stuff, right? I remember one time we were driving in the freeway, and these 2 cars, this Nissan C's, they were going at it. They were going quick, and then me and my brother-in-law saw the car, and we just passed right next to them. They were completely confused. The next light, they pulled up. We went at it, nothing. Next light, same thing. They just ended up giving up. They were confused. They were legit confused. Like, what is this car that is racing me? Because it's a sleeper. So this is the 5 things that I love most about the Buick. To recap, number 1, the seats. I love the seats, especially for the East Coast. I know you guys have seat warmers. Mine didn't have it, but I know most of you guys in the East Coast, y'all have them. Number 2, suspension is so smooth that even with a speed bump, I would just give it some gas, throttle, boom, just like nothing. Nice and cruise. Now the price is going up. However, when you're trying to repair these cars, actually they're not that expensive. You can find a lot of parts, and you can go to the junkyards and you can find cars. And however, don't even get me started on the cup holders, because you cannot find a cup holder. So if yours, the cup holder still works, make sure you take care of that bad boy, because you're not gonna find it, and they are expensive. Number 4, the supercharger is amazing. The noise it makes, if yours doesn't make the sound, it's because you need to change that cold air intake. Once you take off the OEM and you put a cold air intake, the sound, the performance is gonna make you want to drive the car. Be careful though, because it's gonna make you want to step on the car as well. So definitely, if yours doesn't have that noise, that whiny noise from the supercharger, if you haven't heard that, go to my previous videos when I put the cold air intake, and I'll try to leave the link below. Listen to the sound, it's amazing. So if yours doesn't sound like that, you need to put the cold air intake. And lastly, obviously, it's a sleeper. Before I used to drive a Honda. That Honda, I used to get pulled over once a month. I hated it. Once I started driving the Buick, no one even cares. You're riding smooth, and when you need the power, it is there. So yeah, there you go, guys. Those are my top 5. I do got some other content that will be coming up for you guys, some Buick as well content, and we'll stay in tune. If you want to hit me up in the DMs, hit me up in the DMs and Instagram. I'm always active. Thank you, guys.